Make a vegetarian version of this Moroccan couscous if you like, or serve it as a side dish with roast chicken or lamb. Start by roasting the vegetables. And I have some butternut squash that's been cubed and some carrots of different colors that have been cut into 1-inch chunks, and also some sliced onions. So these went into a 400-degree oven for about a half an hour. And I like to get a little bit of gold on them, so I put them under the broiler for about a minute. Next, we want to cook off the couscous. But first, we need to steep the cooking liquid with some beautiful augmentation. So I've got a cup and a half of broth, and that can be vegetarian or chicken. I want 2 tablespoons of butter, a teaspoon of ground cumin, and a half a teaspoon of saffron threads. I'm going to add a dash of hot sauce. I like this one because this is Frank's and it's got a nice kick to it, but it also has a little acidity. And I'm going to put this on to come to a boil and then cover it and let it sit for 10 minutes. And that way all those flavors get into the broth. So in the meantime, let's cut up some things that we're going to need at the end of the recipe. And this is an interesting shallot because it's a French shallot and it's shaped like a torpedo, and it's easier to work with, I think, than the shorter version that kind of gets away from you. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I do to parsley when I get it home from the market, because it can go bad on you fairly quickly if you don't do this. So what I do is I just have a little bowl of cold water in the sink, and I swirl it around in that cold water, and then I drain it a little bit and wrap it in a towel, and this towel is moist, and then I just put that in a plastic bag like so in the refrigerator, and it'll stay good for at least a week that way. Otherwise, who knows? This is steeped, and I brought it back to a boil, and so now I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to go ahead and add my couscous and give it one stir, and then the lid goes back on for 10 minutes. Okay, the couscous is done. Our veggies, oh, I like how they're caramelized on the bottom. Our shallots or red onion, either one, and we need some green in there. So we're gonna chop up some parsley, and we need to taste. Because generally I put a little bit of salt in the broth, and I forgot to do it today, so I may have to add a little salt. I do. I like to add a little citrus to this. I think it's really helpful, and I'm going to do it in 2 different ways. The first way is this is some olive oil that's infused with lemons. I'm also going to add some pixie tangerines. Now these tangerines come from family farmers in the Ojai Valley, and they really have a wonderful flavor. They're very juicy and sweet. There's our Moroccan couscous, and of course you can alter this any way you like. If you want to add more sweetness, you could add some chopped dates at the end. You could add some chopped almonds. You could add some raisins if you like.